I'm here in downtown Memphis, Tennessee, as the Grizzlies try to defend their home court. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Garbage Man. Garbage Man out there with Dub. Then there's the Mayor, and it's Fresh in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The waiter, and the basket good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Pass to Garbage Man. Down low. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Mr. Perfect, the pass to the great one. Takes the 12-footer and hits.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Clark, looking around the league, there's no team that teams want to play less than the Memphis Grizzlies. They just wear you down.
Well, they play a physical brand of basketball. They play hard. Everybody's on the same page. And even if you beat the Grizzlies, they take a lot out of you in terms of how they try to wear you down.
And the Grizzlies played so well against all the other playoff teams. Part of it is that they just have a style that matches up well with anyone.
Here's the waiter. Dub, the pass to A-Train. To the inside, off the pick. Detroit with the rebound.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him. You know, that's the thing with the Memphis Grizzlies. I mean, there isn't a team that gives them too much trouble anywhere in the league. They're good at home and on the road. They're used to playing in tight, low-scoring games, and they create that situation with their deliberate style.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Grizzlies have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. The pass to Mr. Perfect. Here's A-Train. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Six on the shot clock. Here's Mr. Perfect. No good on the 3. The Pistons have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Out of bounds, Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle, here's the Mayor, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
To halt the run, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
That's a jump ball.
Detroit with the ball. Fresh, the pass to Dub. Pistons passing it around. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
Here's the great one. Jin, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
The great one.
Down low, here's the Mayor. Banked in off the glass. The Mayor's got 8.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Here's A-Train. Here's the great one. Can't hit from the elbow.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him.
Dub the pass to the mayor. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 10 points for him.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
The Erasers checked in for Detroit. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
The Pistons have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Here is Garbage Man. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. 6-point game. Here's the waiter, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. The waiter's got his second bucket. Dub the pass to the Eraser. Here is Garbage Man. Shot, high post. Here's the Eraser, and he drops in the layup off the glass. The Eraser's got his first basket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 6. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Dub the pass to Mr. Perfect. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Garbage Man. Got it off in time, but it's...
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get loud for your Grizz Girls.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
Yeah, I agree with you. They've done a nice job, Greg, working it low and not taking the easy way out on offense, keeping that pressure on the defense by going inside.
We've got the great one. Dub is out there with A-Train. Then it's Mr. Perfect, and it's the waiter and at the point guard. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. One bit of news for the Grizzlies last year is that they acquired a single affiliation deal with a Clark, a D-League team, which you think is going to help them.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that team is the Iowa Energy. They're a sole partner now with the Iowa Energy. Good move by the team in what is becoming a growing trend in the NBA.
Here's Mr. Perfect. It's tipped. Fast break Detroit. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Passes it to the waiter. Poked away. Now Detroit moving it up. And it's blocked. And they get it back. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Second chance shot, and he knocks down the jumper. And the Pistons lead by 12.
And for Memphis and the D-League, they made the most of it. Sent 3 players for a total of 14 assignments with the Energy, and that's how you make the most of an affiliate.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pass to Dub. There's a screen. The pass to Mr. Perfect. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
You know, considering the Grizzlies and their D-League partnership, it really makes sense for the franchise. Memphis has always been a place where they grow their own talent. A lot of good players have come out of Memphis. Not a lot of big names signed in free agency by the Grizzlies.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through the mayor. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. They're not going to wait for halftime. They want those adjustments to have an impact right away. Over to you, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. And the Pistons with possession here. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. It's tipped. The Waiter passes to A-Train. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there's the foul, and it's on Garbage Man.
Pistons foul.
That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Passes to the Mayor, using his post move to get the 2 points. The Mayor's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pistons.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Pass to Dub. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Dub's got his first points of the game. Detroit leading by 10. Dub, the pass to Garbage Man. Goes up on the wing. That's short off the rim. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The pass to Mr. Perfect. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
The Erasers checked in for fresh. Dub, the pass to the Mayor. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. There's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Grizzlies. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled for a while. How about going to the playoffs from 1996 to 2009? So it's been a rough stretch here of late. But you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place for another push.
The Pistons have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And as a unit, guys, they only shot 70% from the line over the course of last season. Not the kind of percentage that they were hoping for.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 6 points for him. It's blocked, but they'll get another chance. Here's A-Train. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here is Garbage Man. Here's the eraser. And a missed layup.
And I bet most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild process for them recently, but I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
Pass to Garbage Man. Here's the Mayor. All sorts of time, and that's good for 2. The Mayor's got 16.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They set the screen. The great one passes to Mr. Perfect. The wing jumper off target.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And we finished one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 10. Shaq, let's get your... And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway.
Just an amazing game for the mayor. 16 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. Garbage man out there with the mayor. Then it's Dub. Then it's Fresh. And it's Garbage man in at the 2.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
The pass to Garbage man. Drills the baseline jumper. Garbage man's got 6.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Here's the waiter. Here's Mr. Perfect. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 9.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Garbage man. Another shot, and it's blocked. Here's the waiter. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Dub the pass to Garbage man. And the 3 ball is good. Garbage man's got 5 now.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Timeout call for Memphis. How about your Grizz Girls fans? Give it up!
There's the pick. Pass to Mr. Perfect. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Mr. Perfect's got 5 points now in the quarter. Well, Memphis loves the grit and grind mentality of this Grizzlies team. We all know that. They are at their most fearsome, I think, right here in the Grindhouse.
No doubt about it. Some names just stick, and everyone here knows when you say Grindhouse, you're talking about the FedEx Forum. Memphis so strong in this building.
And that one's good. 18 points for the mayor. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now the pass to the great one. The tray. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Pass to Fresh. Here's Garbage Man. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
A-Train, the pass to the great one. Here's the screen. There's the 3. Can't get it to go. And the Pistons now going the other way.
They've been the glass eaters today, guys. A ton of effort out of them down low.
It's been a difference maker for them in this game. That's what's put them in front. That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting. Check out the game for Mr. Perfect. He's got 13 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
High arcing shot. Here is Garbage Man. 7 points in the game. The short one's on the money. Garbage Man's got 9. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
He's clobbered. And he'll get 3 shots at the line.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
The erasers checked in for the man.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Here is Garbage Man. He has 6. Passes it to the eraser. Clock at 6. Garbage Man, the pass to Dub. Another 3 for Detroit. Here's the waiter. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Knocked loose. And the pass to the eraser. And the foul called on the great one. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Passes it to Garbage Man. And the shot is good. Garbage Man's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
They set the pick. Here's Mr. Perfect. Drains the three-pointer. Mr. Perfect's got 19 points.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here is Garbage Man. 8 points for him. Lets it go with a 3. No good.
Not good shot selection.
All right, Memphis, you got your Grizz girls on the court. Give them a nice round of applause.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Pistons leading by 10. We've got Mr. Perfect. Great one out there with Dub. Then there's the waiter, and it's A-Train in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Dub, and the layup's good off the glass. Dub's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Detroit.
That's what they're hanging their hat on today, fellas. Hard-nosed, smash-mouth play down on the low block.
Old-fashioned, isn't it, my man? Old-fashioned, pound the rock basketball, and it is definitely working for them. Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He doesn't think they've been giving it their all, saying they've been quicker to rebounds, to every loose ball. We gotta wake up. The game's slipping away, and we're letting it happen. We have got to take control of this thing. We'll see if he lit a fire under him, guys.
And he gets the bucket.
I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
There's the screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Dub. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Detroit leading by 13 and out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
that is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Memphis has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Dub. Pass to the waiter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Personal foul. Shooting for Memphis. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass, nice assist.
The pass to Mr. Perfect. Cans it from downtown. Mr. Perfect's got 16 here in the second half.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Been a big game for Garbage Man. 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
The Mayor passes to Fresh. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Here's A-Train. Off on the layup.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
Here's Garbage Man. No good from outside. Memphis has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Detroit leading by 14. To the wing right side. Here is Garbage Man. Here's Fresh. Again, the Pistons score.
Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Mr. Perfect. Fires for 3. That's good. Mr. Perfect's got 6 in the quarter.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And that one's good.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's the waiter. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
And it's been the difference. That's what's enabled them to build such a big lead, no doubt about it.
Great open look there. 12 points for Garbage Man.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Detroit.
They really had it going, Clark. Their offense propelled them.
Yeah, in this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for the Mayor. He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And so here's Memphis. After the basket by Detroit. Passes it to Dub. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here is Garbage Man following the score by Memphis. Just 5 on the clock. And that one's good. Fresh.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
Pass to A-Train. For the 3. No good. And so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right.